I'm gonna be real with you guys. I wanted to film this all day while I was at work. I filmed like 2 intros already, and I don't feel like I know what I want to talk about, or that I can do this, or like do long form content anymore, which sucks because I was doing long form content for the last like for a really long time. Before I did TikTok, I was mostly a YouTuber, right? And like I posted mostly on YouTube, and those videos didn't do well. And like short form content is where I decided the world decided that I was good at. And so like those videos just happen to do better, and like have been where like I have 29. I have like a few thousand on TikTok, and even though that was during my prime during TikTok, which was like in 2020, I do have a couple, like I do better on short form content. So coming back to long form content, and not only long form content, technically this would be sort of this like a podcast or like long form content, like very like extremely long form content, because I love watching those. I love watching 30, 40, 50 minute videos. I don't know how to do that. I want to do it. I have like started coming up with ideas where I can do really long form content for like even my main channel. This is my vlog channel, and I don't know how to do that because I feel like I've never been good at this. Like I am not. I don't know if people want to see me in these like long videos. Like, am I like made for these long videos? Even though I love making videos that are like longer than a TikTok. But it's kind of hard when like the videos that do well are the videos that are short, that like, yeah. So I don't know what I want, and I don't know what this is gonna be. But I wanted to start doing discussion videos because I like doing those videos, and like it feels good to just chat and like yap. I'm a yappy ass girl, and so I want to talk about these things because also I'm 28 right now, and I'm in my 20, like just being in my 20s, but also like because I'm a late bloomer, I'm dealing with a lot of things that most people deal with in their early 20s. It's so fucking weird, and I want to talk about this with people, but like my friends, well, okay, I can't talk about this with people, and a lot of my friends are in their early 20s, so they understand. But at the same time, I feel like it's a weird feeling to feel these things, but also be in your late 20s and like know that you're a little bit late to the party, and know that you're like actually not at the age you're supposed to be doing this. Like, I think, for example, people think that I should have my life together, or that I can't take care of myself because it's the first time I am financially like on my own. And I don't think that that's fair. Like I got this comment and it like really kind of hurt my feelings, where I was like, I said I want kids one day, and they were like, I don't think you should have kids because it's a burden and you can't even take care of yourself. And I'm like, but like, it's like I'm doing things now, which is like that like 19-year-olds or 18-year-olds do, when they go to college. And to be like, I should never have kids because I'm learning how to be an adult for the first time at this age. It's really sucky. And like, also, I work so hard. Like, I literally am someone who, like, at one point I have 4 jobs. I like will do anything to survive, and I've been trying really hard. And I'm like, I feel like I'm drowning because it's the first time I'm doing it. I don't think I'm doing things right. And like, it's difficult. Like, it's so difficult to be like not have someone take care of you anymore. Like, especially because it wasn't like I chose to not be taken care of anymore. Like, things just stopped. Like, things changed, and like life changes, and sometimes you don't want it to change, or like you need it to change, but you're not willing to make it change, and things change for you. And like, that was my life. Like, I did not like break up last year. I did not think that was gonna happen. I honestly thought I was gonna be in that relationship forever, even though it was not healthy and it was not for me. I just thought it was gonna be in there, and like I do want to kind of discuss that one day too, but I don't think I'm ready at all to talk about that in detail. But I know for a fact that like I I'm going through things. I'm changing. I'm learning, and like that's okay. I feel like I do wish I can like speed past this, but like I realized because I didn't deal with it or didn't want to like figure this stuff out in my early 20s, I have to deal with it now. And like, you have to eventually figure this out. You eventually have to be an adult. You eventually have to, things aren't always gonna be fun, and that's okay. Like, you're gonna have, being an adult's actually not that fucking fun, honestly. So yeah, long form content, adulting, being real, like that's what I want to talk about. I just want to just discuss these things and like tell y'all how I'm feeling because like I have a lot of thoughts and opinions, and like, yes, I know So I know like giving someone a mic and talking is not always the best thing. And also, here's the thing: I know people don't necessarily agree with my takes about things. I do. I know. Also, I'm a New Yorker, and I'm a millennial Gen Z cusp, and so some things I don't think that like I'm the best at. Okay, like I grew up watching like Mad TV and stuff, and so I know for a fact that my opinions on things may not always be PC, or they may not. I don't always match the current world, because I feel like the world is very different right now than it was in the early like, and also like, you know, like I understand PC culture. I don't think I'm necessarily someone who is PC, like honestly. But like the thing is, even when I talk about something even a little risky, which is why I don't really tend to talk about risky things, people tend to get upset. Like me being like black people should get more opportunities. People are like, why is everything about race? And it's because sometimes things are about race. Like we should all get opportunities. Like it's not. It's like I don't know. Like sometimes people that are woke feel like you're like fighting for like nothing and like everything. It's like that. It's a whole mess. Which I'm not gonna like. I'm not gonna go into that right now. But yeah, I have opinions and they're kind of out there sometimes. But I don't know if I'm gonna talk about those things. I think I'm just gonna talk about adulting and just stuff like that. Just honestly, like maybe one day I'll get comfortable and I will tell more other stuff. But like, yeah, because honestly, someone was like, well, you don't want to get canceled, and I'm like, okay, on this channel I have like what 600 something. Being canceled might help my career. I'm joking, but like I do think that sometimes. And on my TikTok I have like what 20 something thousand, and it hasn't grown in like 3 years. So um although I love doing social media, this is definitely not a career for me. I think people don't realize like getting like, here's my opinion, my full opinion on cancel culture. I guess we're just gonna talk about it. We're just gonna put that out there. I know some people are gonna be like, "Oh," but you can't cancel people who are irrelevant or that have nothing. Because here's the thing: a lot of the people that you cancel, like people cancel, right? Or like, because there's like those Karens that like get canceled because they like do horrible things, but they work at like big companies and stuff. I'm a server. I'm a server. That's my main like job, right? Um, there's nothing really for like what it's like. I work for Golden Sachs or I do anything exciting. Like my life is boring. Like you can't cancel mundane people. You can stop talking to them. You can stop like entertaining them, but like cancel culture is an online thing. It's a chronically online thing. And as much as I say this as someone who's chronically online, it's a chronically online thing. You can't cancel someone in real life. Like yeah, you can like try to get them fired or like try to ruin their life, but you can't cancel them. Um you know, I mean like maybe if you're trying to go to college or like stuff like that. But at this point I have like a pretty like plain nothing Jane life. Like there's nothing really exciting or weird or interesting in that way about my life, and I think that's also something I find I want to talk about more, like not talk about more, but like make content about more, because I just feel like everyone that I watch are very like, even if they were relatable in the past, they have slowly become very influencery. Like they are like, a lot of them have moved to New York, and like my like I love my fam. She is so cute, and she's like, her content's so great, and I love it. But I haven't really been watching her stuff very much lately because she lives in a high rise now, and like she lives in New York, and I live in New York, and I'm from New York. But it's a very different New York. It's a very different life. Like I live in a regular apartment, and that's not beautiful and decked out, and doesn't have like wall to floor ceiling windows, and I literally live in a place that like probably has not been painted for at least 5 years, at least, and that's me being nice. Like there's stains on the wall that was here when I moved in. Like I'm a real person who lives a real life. Not that I'm saying that like those people live a fake life, because they don't, but it's not the everyday life. Like I'm living a very everyday life, and I just think that it's okay to show an everyday life. Like I'm not like being like, oh, I'm poor, because okay, I am poor compared to those like people, but like there's not really like about poor or anything. I'm just like normal. I'm like, if anything, I think I'm like what, like lower middle class technically, if you look at my tax bracket. So, like, I don't know. It's nothing too exciting, but like life, like life. I want to see normal people who have normal jobs and like do normal things vlog, like, and I think everyone just wants to be a content creator these days and like do influencer things. Like, I'm not saying that you can't be a content creator, but I feel like some of us, it's nice that like, like not everyone has to get rich from this. I feel like that's the thing too. Like, I want relatability. I want to watch people that are like me. I want people to talk about stuff, like sometimes I don't know, like I want to watch people and I want them to feel like my friends. I want them to, and like that can be disappointing in parasocial, but I like feeling that way, and I feel like a lot of people that I watched growing up no longer have that. Like I was very much I grew up on YouTube, right? And so like a lot of those people now are rich, and I don't understand. I don't understand at all, right? They're my age or older, and they're like rich, living with like luxury cars and doing all these things that I will never understand. And like, yes, I might have at one point been living more of like a luxurious life to some people, but I'm not saying that like, I don't know, like, I guess now I'm living more of like a normal life than I was before, but even then I was still living in this apartment, and like some things might be a little bit like not normal, but I like to think I'm just like a girl next door, just a regular girl next door, just wanting to talk and be happy, and like I overshare with everyone, like there's like a few things I want to talk about, maybe not in this video. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna make this video as long as I want it to be, because like I do want to make it like podcast length, but it's 12 minutes now, and I'm okay. So I lost my voice because it's been raining so much in New York, and so I don't know if I talked about this already, because like I'm not used to like doing long form content anymore, but yeah, I am losing my voice. It's going in and out, and I feel like I sound like fucking shit. It sounds so bad. And like it sounds really bad, but I don't feel necessarily very sick. I don't feel very sick. I just feel like a little stuffy and a little bit like runny and a little dehydrated. But I don't feel very sick, right? But I sound so fucking sick. And like talking, because my throat hurts, is like really fucking hard. And as a yappy girl, not talking, it's fucking hard. I love fucking talking. Like, this is not the world for me, okay? And I know that I need to get like, and I work all, like literally I work all this week. Like I work every single day except for Saturday this week. So girl literally has to yap at least a little. Like I have to yap for work. Like, so I'm hoping that my voice comes back, or I'm hoping my voice isn't too bad tomorrow, because I like work tomorrow night. So yeah, it's like, and like I said, girl likes to yap. So maybe tonight, I don't know, I have like some like cough drops, so maybe that'll help, but like, like yeah, I don't know. I hate that I'm losing my voice, but anyway, yeah, so some things, like some ideas that I have for this like series is that I want to talk about resenting my job, not necessarily like at one point, and this is kind of like, I could do like, I might, okay, for this one, I might actually write down a bunch of stuff. Like, this one is not, this one you're watching right now, this discussion you're watching, not planned at all. But I'm thinking of doing videos where I, like, plan things out a little bit more, and, like, put bullet points of, like, things I want to, what did I say? Bullet points of things I want to say. Because I had a lot of these, like, from my, okay, so I'm still at the same company. If you guys know, you know, but if you don't, you don't. I technically quit and then got fired from one of my jobs. And that job, I was very much in love with. I really, really, really cared about it. And I honestly was putting so much of my passion into that I wasn't really doing any content creation or doing anything for myself. I just wanted that place to be better. And I just wanted to, I would put everything into that place and into that job, and I really didn't get hours or anything very much there either. Like, I kept getting cut, and it just, this thing happened, and like I no longer worked there, and then I got to transfer into a new location. So now I'm at a new location at this company, and it's very different, and things are different, and like but for a while, even though I love that job and I wanted to be there, and like I didn't want to quit, and I didn't quit, I had some resentment for it because I felt a certain way about it, and like I want to talk about that. I don't know if like, yeah, and now I'm still working and doing stuff, but I feel okay for a long time, and maybe it's because I picked a really good industry for myself. I did not feel okay. Give me 1 second. For those who don't know, so most of my job experience, like real life job experiences, have been from serving. I've done mostly serving or restaurant work. I've been a hostess. Okay, so I've been a hostess and a server, and FOH, which is just front of house, which is just like kind of all of everything, right? So I realized I fell into an industry that I really like. It fits me and I liked it. And I've not always been so yappy. Maybe I have. I don't know. I feel like I haven't always been so happy. But it does fit me, right? Like it's an industry that fits me that I love. And like, so for the most part, although I don't always want to go to work and I don't always want to do work, I do like work. And right now in life, I don't necessarily feel that way. I don't always feel that way. I feel like work is work. And I've never felt that way before in my life. And it's sad to me. Like, it's so sad. And I want to talk about that because, like, I maybe do a whole video on that because I don't know, because I feel like I lost my passion. And it started all with that, like, resentment at that location, at that job. And, like, that's a whole big story. Like, I feel like that's a whole, like, I could talk about that for, like, 30, 40, 50 minutes. I do sometimes with my boyfriend. And so I kind of, yeah, like, I don't know if you guys, is there any topics you guys want me to talk about? Yeah, like, this is more of like an introduction type of video, so I'm like I'm just throwing things out there that might be a good idea, but I'm not sure. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know if I'm going with this. Like, that's the thing. I start ideas and concepts, and I don't always push it or like keep it, but I want to talk. I like talking. Maybe I'll do more topical videos. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know. This the topic of this is I don't know what I want to do with this, but I just know that I want to make content and I want to post every fucking week. And I'm like, now that I'm no longer at that job, at least at that location of that job, I feel so motivated, and I have also gained like 100 subscribers on YouTube. I've gotten way more views on YouTube because I've been putting my like heart into it, and it's because like I was putting so much of myself into that job and that location that I wasn't putting into myself, and I was putting that job before myself, and like when things didn't work out, I was really crying. I was just not okay, and I'm starting to feel like I need to put myself out there. I want to, and a lot of making YouTube videos and like podcasts and stuff is just literally just chatting and hoping that people like you. So, you know, like, and I like it. I like filming. Like I said, I just have to get used to filming long form content again. But that's, I think, just comes with practice. So it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. I know I'm not used to this anymore. Also, like, I used to yap a lot, but I don't know if I was very good at it, to be honest. I don't know if I always made sense. And like, English is my second language, and sometimes I think things make sense in the way I talk, but it doesn't make sense to people. And so, that's a thing, too, to think about. Yeah. Things to think about. So, yeah. Filming this after work at 12 a.m. probably not my best bet because I feel like I have the biggest brain fog. And that might be because I'm getting sick, but also I think it's because I literally have brain fog. I think it's because I should go and fuck to sleep. So, I leave you with this. Give me some video ideas. Tell me things you want me to talk about. Maybe about adulting or just girly things. Even like, I don't know. You have like topics that you want me to. But yeah. Thank you for watching this video if you watched it all, because I don't know what the fuck this is and I'm gonna have to edit this. I won't know what the fuck this is, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it anyway, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. maybe next week, maybe this week. I don't know. I don't. Will I have the energy to make another video this week? Maybe. That is just. That's what we're gonna see. Okay, I'll talk to you guys. Bye.